Dementia and Alzheimer's has become one of the great challenges of our generation. Every day, thousands are diagnosed and millions of people are affected. Every one of them is faced with a challenge of what to do next. These 5 million individuals must find resources such as education, services, medications, housing, and connections. The challenge of finding helpful resources follows the overwhelming diagnosis. To navigate these tangled webs of connections, patients and their caregivers go online to get help. They Google it to find resources, but they find that a single word search yields 64 million results, and a multi-word search still yields 4,500 results. Either way, totally overwhelming. There has to be a better way. Provalence has developed a comprehensive solution to address this enormous challenge. It consists of world-class content, a national network of resource providers, easy-to-use search for patients and families, and a self-service portal for resource providers. A pillar of this system is educational content. Provalence has secured content from Mayo Clinic and other reputable sources. Provalence has begun to build a network of networks to address the problem. The Provalence Resource Directory is the hub of these network of networks. Provalence will establish networking marketing sales hubs in states and major cities. Provalence will partner with these hubs to expand reach with a minimum of sales and marketing expense. More organizations, hubs, and resources will be added over time. Provalence has developed a web content indexing system that sorts through this overwhelming mountain of information. Resources are arranged by topics, making it easier to find and organize helpful information. Each time an individual visits, more is learned about their interests. From this, it is possible to personalize resource cards for them. Each visit helps them become more productive, not more overwhelmed. Each topic is made up of resource cards. They're like search ads, but targeted and personalized. Clicking on the asterisk will take a visitor to the back side of the card where they can get more information. The backside of resource cards provide helpful information about that particular resource. And resource cards can be shared with others by email and text. Each resource card recipient can join the Provalence network, allowing even more connections to be made. We make it extremely easy for resource providers to register into the Provalence Resource Directory. Setup is totally self-service, enabling the network to grow with minimal cost of service. Resource providers can add resource cards to any topic within the Provalence Resource Directory. They can use or design and authoring tools to create and maintain content and linkages to their own website. So how does this all work? What is the secret sauce that will facilitate millions of connections? Provalence uses a multidimensional analytics engine similar to that used in corporate business intelligence systems. Provalence uses 3 sources to drive personalization and make recommendations: patterns of people already in the network, historical data of the visitor, and queries executed by the visitor. For example, when Provalence learns of someone's location, it will narrow its resource search. When it learns about the visitor's symptoms, interests, and risk factors, it rearranges the cards to make it easier for them. When the challenge of a generation before it, Provalence has set an audacious goal for itself. We are out to create 10 million connections, one resource at a time.